Okay, here is problem number 13 from the worksheet Writing Equations Practice, or more Writing Equations Practice. Okay, so here's the problem. It says currently you have $80 and your sister has $145. You decide to save $6 of your allowance each week, while your sister decides to spend her whole allowance plus $7 each week. How long will it be before you have as much money as your sister? Okay, so what we have to do is we need to write down what is happening in this problem. Because remember, we have to write an equation to help us solve the problem. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to start off first by writing down what the u is, or what is happening to you. Okay, it says that currently you have $80, so we know that we're going to start off with $80. Okay, I'm also going to go ahead and do the sister as well, and it says that your sister has 145, so we'll write the sister on this side, and we'll put 145 to start off with. Okay. Then it says that you decide to save $6 of your allowance each week. So that's you. So it says you're going to save $6 each week. So we know that if I'm saving money, I know that I'm adding on to it. So that means I'm going to add a 6. But since I don't know how many weeks I'm doing this, I'm going to put a variable. So I'll use W for weeks. Okay, so we'll just say that W equals weeks. Okay. Okay, you get the picture. Weeks. There you go. All right. Now, the next thing says that your sister is going to spend her whole allowance plus $7 a week. So she's going to spend her whole allowance plus $7 each week. Well, if I'm spending money, okay, then I know that I'm going to be losing money. So that means I'm going to be subtracting. So I'm going to subtract the 145 that she already has, and then I'm going to subtract it by the $7 each week. So it's going to be 7 times W. Okay? And then the question just says, how long will it be until they have the same amount of money, basically? Or basically, when will they have the same amount of money? So that means that we need to find out when these are equal to each other. Okay? So now we just need to figure out how to solve this equation. So I'm going to draw the bridge that separates the two sides of the equal sign. And if you recall, what we do is that if we have variables on each side, like we do here, since we have a variable here with this 6W and a variable here with a minus 7W, remember we had to move the one that is less than the other side. Well, the U side has positive 6W, and the right side has, the sister side has minus 7. So minus 7 is actually going to be less than a positive 6. So to move that over, we're just going to add 7W to each side. Okay? Alright. The 7W's on the right hand side are going to cancel out, because the plus and the minus cancel out. And then we're just going to bring down everything else. So that's going to be 80 plus 6 plus 7 is 13. So 13W equals 145. Okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to move the 80 that is on that side, and we're going to subtract it. So we're going to move the 80 on this side to both sides. Okay, subtract 80. So that's going to be 13W equals 65. Okay, because these 80s cancel out. All right, carrying on to the next page. 13W equals 65 is what we had. And then we're just going to divide both sides by 13. And 13 divided by 13 cancels out. That's going to give me W equals 65 divided by 13. And 65 divided by 13 is 5. So what that means is that it will take 5 weeks for them to have the same amount of money. To have same So now my question is, can you figure out how much money they will have after that? How much money will they have after 5 weeks? I'll leave that up to you. But figure out what that is. And then you can just check to make sure that they do have the same amount of money. But the answer is 5 weeks that they'll have the same amount of money.